So I've done a test of the Testudo in Rome Total War, the original implementation in the first truly 3D modern Total War game that has aged well. Fuck anyone that says it hasn't. And I'm going to be testing Testudo in Three Kingdoms now and comparing it with that original attempt. So we have 15 years of progress, allegedly. Let's see what it looks like, or is this going to be another one of those one step forward, two steps back aspects that we can start making a massive list of at this point? Let's fucking see. Custom battle, and already it just hits you like a brick wall when you've been on one of the older games. Immediately you can see how constrained it is. You've got to pick a general first. There's no units without generals in modern Total War, so you don't even have a choice. And we're gonna go with, alright, who's the quintessential? Yeah, that's gonna be Dune. And I'm gonna give him spear guards. Although this is interesting, I can in fact get, where is it? Turtle, there it is, Turtle, Testudo. So with Dune I can do that, but with Dian Wei, and then who else would we go with? Alright, Xue Chu. Wait a minute. Yeah, so having Dune in the army permits spear guards to have all the formations. But if you have so I've just given Xue Chu the highest rank, and that doesn't bestow Turtle. If I give Dian Wei Colonel, that doesn't bestow Turtle. If I give him General, that doesn't bestow Turtle. It's got to be Dune. Or, alright, Dian Wei again. Wait a minute. Oh man, this interface sucks. So these are units that are capable of Turtle, and it shows you an interface there that they're capable of it. It shows their potential, but in order to realise that potential, you need to have the right general. You need to have the right people on the battlefield at the same time. So I can do this. I can give Dian Wei spear guards, and then I can have strategist Gojia, and then I can give Gojia advisor, no, mastermind, and now they can Turtle. So because Gojia is on the field, these spear guards gain the ability to Testudo, which should be one of their most important tactical options. It's strange. It's really strange. The abilities are unpaired from the units, which is something that you can talk about, to say the very least. So, spear guards. And, nah, I'm gonna just go with Dune. Alright, Dune and ranked up. No, wait. Oh my god, this system is fucked. I thought they had the ability. Oh my god, man, I hate this shit so much. I hate this system. They didn't have it after all. Fuck me. Fuck me, man. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna have to bring Gojia along. Oh, this sucks so much, man. And I'm gonna give gonna give them the skirmishers that I would have with Gojira. So we're gonna go with... Alright, well I need to rank them up to get the units, to get the ability to use these units that I need to have on the field. I'm trying to do a reiteration, a repetition of the test that I had with Rome Total War, so... And we don't have slingers, so we'll substitute some crossbows. Heavy crossbowmen. Alright. And with that, we can conduct a decent test, I think. Balance of power is way against us, or maybe I should go with... Alright, we're gonna go Dune and rank him up and get heavy spear guards. So that's the heaviest unit with Testudo capability. I wonder if there are saber units that can do it. So we're gonna get Zhu Huang. Nah, they have some tight formations, but they don't have that. Alright, this looks good. So I'm gonna hide the generals in the trees. And what map are we on? Doesn't matter. Alright. I'm gonna try and do something similar to what I did. I might have this be multiple parts because I want to analyse the movement and positioning mechanics on top of the aspect of taking fire. So I might need more. No wait, I can just... Alright. And already you can see the difference. Good damn. Alright, so I'm gonna go with this to start with. So I'm in Testudo, or I'm gonna be when the battle starts. And they have shields on every side. They make a box, essentially. So there's big holes in the formation. Very big holes. So if I just look at this formation right now, it has equal advantage and disadvantage from all sides. It has... Alright, I'm going to just make a box. This is now a box and it has axes of symmetry. So you can mirror it this way and mirror it that way. It's the same. There's shields on top and shields on all sides. So there's no front and there's no back. And there's big holes all over the place. This is by no means impervious to projectiles. Just look at it. No way. And you can position it like this. You can make a giant snake. And it is a good thing when you have control like this. But it comes at a cost of gameplay. Because there's not really much that you or your opponent can do. You're immune to arrows and that's it. This is going to do what? Plus 100% range block chance. So already you've got numbers in your face. That 60% is going to have 100 added to it. And it's going to be a 160% range block chance. Also, we have two sources of turtle. So does that mean Gojira was going to... I mean, Dune is going to bestow turtle in addition to Gojira doing it? Because he's ranked up. It's very strange, all that shit. It's a really confounded, fucked up system. Alright, so let's try making some... Alright. So we're gonna go first of all with long and facing, and then long and facing another direction. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. So I'm gonna make giant columns. And then for these... Actually, I should probably pull these back. Alright. So this is the Rome Total War Testudo boxes. More like that. Alright, there we go. So let's see what they do. And I'm gonna hide, gonna leave these hidden in the trees. Hidden. Good. So we've got 160% range block chance. And they fired a volley there because it took time for this to occur. We were not being given the bonus for a few seconds. And they're just not firing. They're not trying to flank, they're not firing. I'm designated attacker maybe? No, they are. I thought maybe I set that shit up wrong, but apparently not. So they're not gonna fire. They're coming towards me though. If I come out and go back in, 60% and then 160%. Even though the formation is broken up, we are still 100% immune to arrows, and this is the absurdity of the problem with this number-based approach to these systems. Even this one would be 75%. That one would be 85%, 60 plus 25%. So we could make circles and have 85% range block chance. And are we going to get back in time? Yeah, we are. So none of those arrows were effective, none of them. They were a waste of ammo. And in this way, you can just abuse the AI all day long. So that's 5 or 6 volleys wasted. So if they have, what, 30 volleys? 60 volleys? Alright, so if we do that cycle 10 times, we will have wasted one of the equivalent of a whole unit's worth of ammo. And we've already wasted quite a lot of ammo. 32 volleys. They're doing nothing. Alright, so let's try moving then. Seeing as these are the standard square formations. And we can't run. And if I try to... If I go for the charge, we will leave Testudo. They're really close. Alright, the melee's beginning there. Guard moding. That might keep us in Testudo. We're gonna maybe be pulled out of Testudo on this one, so I'll check and see if we stay in it on this one. I've got to take the fight. We've not been pulled out of Testudo yet. We're taking losses here. Onyx Dragons, I think, have decent melee stats. And look at that, they're almost touching. Almost touching. And because this implementation is just a flat 100% to range block chance, there's no longer an interacting system between the formation and the units that would attack it. They're basically invisible to one another. Look at, and then you have situations like this. So it's a stalemate where I can't even toss caltrops. And I'm still in Testudo there. And this unit is holding formation. It's a very different implementation, and it's a much simpler implementation. It's just obviously really simple. We're not doing well in the melee. We're playing on very hard this time, of course. I remember glancing that. But we're still not doing well in the melee. Look at that, strategists that have a positive KD. Guard mode there. We haven't been pulled out of Testudo anywhere. I might do this again on normal difficulty and designate them attacker and see how it goes. I hope that we are designated the attacker and that's why this has been so shitty. Like, where are they going? Are they trying to search for the generals? Like, what the fuck? Where are they going? I don't understand that. But yeah, we have no rear, we have no forward face. Our Gojira routed. It's a really simple system. The way the formation works is that it has to be three minimum, so that there's a middle. Wait, is it 3? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So it's a system where there's a minimum thickness of 5. So I think that would mean that below 25 men you wouldn't be able to do this formation. Be cool to test that. Alright, I'm pulling these out of formation. Oh, I can't test it because they'll rout. Shit, I would need to have them be unbreakable. Fuck. But that's what it looks like. It looks like it's got to be a box, a rectangle, with sides at least 5 men. Because this is as thin as I can do it, and then if I do it that way, like it is over here, it has to be 5 men. And yeah, I can't get over how big the gaps are, fuck's sake. That would give you, see that 25% range block chance that you have here? That is what this would look like. But as it is, if an arrow manages to go right into this hole, it can't do any damage, and I think that's really bad. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, whoa. If you want to have the longest formation possible, you have to make it a column. So if you want to present a really long front with turtle formation, you have to face side on. Wow. So you can make really long, you could cover a lot of ground like this. Make Testudos, guard mode, and then there's just these tiny gaps between 2 units that spans this length. This gap, nothing will get through it. So you could obviously block a lot of the map off. And yeah, there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these shields are not big enough for this, goddamn, it doesn't look right. And we're about to rout there. And I haven't taken a single effective arrow this whole battle. What are they doing? Alright. Let's see if I can make a really long... 108 men. So that'll be about 20 long. Yeah, it just looks like a really fragile, weak formation. Holy fuck. Has he lost his shield? What's going on there? Some of them have no shield. Why do some of them have no shield? Do shields break? Look, we've got 160%. They've lost their shield and they are bloodied. Why do people lose shields? Does that happen here as well? Are there guys in the middle with no shields? Why are they holding banners? What the fuck? Don't know what's going on. Where are all the shields? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Where the fuck? Yeah, I didn't even notice that until now. Yeah, my god, this is not 100% immune. What the fuck? Can't do that. Jesus, you just can't do that. It's so gamey. Alright, I'm gonna try and compel an attack. Because there's just so little that I can say about a system like this. There's so little that I can do with it. It's such a simple, flat implementation. No thought has went into it and no thought can come out of it. What am I supposed to do? I better be the oh man, I am the defender. Ah, Jesus, I was the defender. Alright, normal. Oh, god damn it. There's nothing left to observe. So, there's no flanking that can happen. It's not really an immobile formation because you can still move. You're just given an easy 100% immunity. Oh man. I'm gonna just take the fight to them with this shit. Fuck it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so we're immune. And did I put the difficulty down? Shit, did I do that? Fuck, I think I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it! We're taking them in the fight. I put the difficulty down. No wait, I did. Why can't I... Oh, the realism setting. God damn it. I did put the difficulty down good, that's why they're firing. I don't have realism on though. And we're breaking out of the formation because we closed the distance. No wait, I'm getting guard mode. Guard mode to stay in formation. And I avoided taking any casualties, cool. And are we going to stay in the information now? Oh no, we're not, we're breaking out of it. In Rome 1, you could guard mode and it would force you to retain your formation. You would keep it. But now, I'm breaking out of formation. So, it's simplified again in that sense. In Rome Total 1, there was a lot of emergent opportunities possible because you could guard mode and force the Testudo in situations where it would usually break, but you can't even do that here. And we're chasing out of Testudo. And they're just standing there. We're gonna envelop those. So... there's not really a trade-off to be made, a decision for whether you want to stay in Testudo or not. There's no point, no threshold that you cross. Because in Rome Total War, you would always have to be making a decision about staying in Testudo, because it would be very protective, but once you're surrounded, it starts to lose its protective value and you have to start bringing other things into play. But with this, you can just Testudo and walk your way up to enemies. Onyx Dragon's decent in the melee. KD is not very good. Everything's on fire, they routed. And they're staying in Testudo. I'm gonna fast forward, let's see if we take any losses, because remember fire arrows could result in damage. 213. The flaming shot is reducing their morale, but it's doing no damage. They're doing friendly fire damage though. They're killing each other. If I stand there, if I stand here, I can encourage it. Yeah. They're still taking friendly fire. 213 still. Yeah, see this system of adding numbers, like see all these numbers here? I think this is one of the worst things that's happened to Modern Total War. Even if this existed with Rome 1, it wasn't in your face, it was back end, you couldn't see it. But at the same time, it looked like the Testudo was a product of the shield positioning of your legionnaires. In this game, it's very obvious that the position of the shield is irrelevant. It could not be more fucking obvious. I'm gonna put a corner towards the unit that's firing at me. And the corners have big holes in them, you can see it easily. We've still got 213 men, even though we've been running around like this the whole time. It's a dead situation with no tension. It's cringy. There's no tension whatsoever. I'm actually just having my eyes glaze over and I'm sort of dazing off at the moment. Because I know that there's nothing actually happening. They're just wasting their ammo. Which they wouldn't do on higher difficulties, but the fact that normal is the intended gameplay experience and stuff like this happens, it just shows you. 160% ranged block chance. Formation gives you 100% to your ranged block chance, and then you have situations like this. I mean, I can actually see the arrows going into the fucking formation. The formation is not effective. The sound effect of the arrows hitting the shields though is decent enough. But the arrows are very slow, like goddamn. Very slow arrows. Still 213. So they fixed, I don't know if fixed is the right word, but they changed that thing where fire arrows could do damage through the formation. And they've still got ammo, holy fuck. And if this was in Rome 1, we would have taken losses. Arrows would have found their way through the shields and done some damage. There's another unit joining in. But because there isn't any actual physical modelling happening, there's no... This is the price that you pay for having your shields all spread out like this. There's no front of the formation, there's no back of the formation. That was really important with Rome 1, I think. The shields would be concentrated towards the front, and the front would be presented to the enemy. And then the formation could be countered by the the positioning ability of the enemy overcoming your own ability to react to it and support. So there was an interplay, a complex interplay between all the units. And is it nighttime? But because this is such an oversimplified system, that just completely kills all tactics and gameplay immediately. There's just 100% at all times, from all directions, in all circumstances. There's no consideration whatsoever for turning around. There's no consideration for moving. You can see the formation has just totally fractured. They should be dropping like flies. They should be dying right now. This is awful. This is the decision you've made to run, to cover, to safety, to get out of this unwinnable situation where you're doomed to death. But that isn't what this is at all. I'm simply moving imperviously through all arrows. And yeah, it's just it's a bad system, a bad implementation. You're not engaged, you're not thinking about anything, you're not weighing anything up, you're not trying to make any decisions, there's no variables involved that matter. It's very bad. Rome 1 had it way better 15 years ago.